What's going on, guys? Trskss here, back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be talking to you guys, telling you the story about one of the worst 4th of Julys ever that had ever happened, because I got hurt and it wasn't exactly the best thing. You know, if you guys get hurt, your day's obviously not going to be the best or anything like that. But before I do get into this video, before I do share this story with you guys, you know, I was wondering if you guys would be ever so nice to drop a like on the video. That would really help me out a lot. And also if you guys could go ahead and subscribe and leave a comment. You know, the like goal for this video will be probably 10 likes. So if you guys could go ahead and make me get 10 likes and do all the other things that I just asked you, then I'd really appreciate that. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video right now. So pretty much what happened is, like I said, it was around the 4th of July. I think it was like July 3rd or something. It wasn't on the exact 4th. And there was a fireworks show, because if you live in America, there's fireworks on the 4th of July because it's Independence Day and everything like that. If you guys don't have fireworks on that day, then you probably don't live in America. But basically, we lived by this fairgrounds, and every year the fairgrounds had a show. You know, we just moved to that house, and we were like, oh yeah, the fairground has a show. We had found out about it. It was the first year that we were going to watch it. We figured it would be good, and my dad had this truck that he had parked out on the driveway in front of our house. Now, from our house, we were able to see the fairgrounds just fine. We could look at it. Even on a normal day, we could look out there and see it, and even his truck, like, sitting out there, could see the fairgrounds. So, as you guys could probably guess, the fireworks being shot up into the air, there was absolutely no problem for any visibility at all. So pretty much what happened is, it was that night, and my dad, like I said, had the truck parked out in the driveway, and he just turned it around so that way the bed of the truck was facing out towards the street, opened up the bed of the truck, and he was like, we can just watch it in here. So, you know, my whole family was gonna come outside. We were gonna, I think we had popcorn or something that we were gonna eat, and we were just gonna watch the fireworks together. It was a perfect night, not too warm, not too cold, and everything was just going good until I decided that I was gonna be a little bit adventurous. I was feeling a little bit on edge that night. I was like, I'm gonna be pretty adventurous with what I do here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and climb up on the truck bed, and I'm just gonna keep doing that over and over and over again, because I thought that it was really cool that I could go ahead and climb up this truck bed. So the first time I was a little scared, and I remember that my dad told me not to do it, but after I'd done it about twice, I figured obviously I'll be fine if I keep doing this. So I continued to do it over and over and over again, until one time my foot got caught on like this little like rope thing, and I'll try and go ahead and find a picture that I can put on screen to show you guys what I mean. But my foot got caught on this thing, and as I was climbing up, it was caught, which of course meant that I couldn't get up, because I, you know, shoved myself up at a fast speed and my foot had been caught. So it shoved me back down, and I hit the bed of his truck like the plastic thing. So I was like, no big deal, I can just do it again. I'll have a lot more fun. So I swung my feet up, and I was gonna get ready to jump off of the truck bed again, but this time what I did is I figured rather than jumping, I was gonna go ahead and put both of my feet down on the ground and then be able to get out. So I wasn't as tall as I could have been to do this, and my feet were dangling from the ground. So as I pushed myself down forward, after I landed the ground, my knees just kind of bent a little bit, and I remember falling face first into the sidewalk, to the cement, into the driveway, whatever you guys want to call it. All I remember is that it hurt so bad, and at first I was just like, oh, what happened? But then I tasted blood inside of my mouth, and we went inside. I got some ice, things like that. My mom helped me clean it off, gave me a lot of water and things, and as we looked inside, my tongue had actually been cut. It was like probably a centimeter or two. It wasn't too big of a cut, but it was still pretty drastic, and it was still cut in there pretty deep. So had I touched it, it hurt. You know, when I was drinking water, that was the only time that it didn't really hurt. So I laid down in bed. My mom called the hospital or the doctor, whatever, and she was like, what can we do for this? They pretty much said that there was really nothing that they could do. They said to see how it went overnight, if the bleeding kept happening and it was still happening in the morning, then I could go in there and I could get it stitched up. Now luckily that didn't have to happen. I didn't have to get any stitches. However, there was another mouth injury way before that I did have to get stitches, and if this video somehow breaks 15 likes, I'll go ahead and tell you guys that story as well. But it did never happen, and it just kind of scabbed up, and I was eating some soft foods and things for those past few days. It had been like 2 weeks after that, and that scab was still there. I was still eating softer foods, things that didn't have salt or anything like that, and finally I was just kind of done with it. So after not eating anything for 2 whole weeks, I was finally able to have some food, and I remember that the first real food that I had was French fries, and I remember how I had to break them up into little pieces and then stick them in the way back of my mouth away from the cut, chew it like twice, and then swallow it. So it was kind of painful, it kind of sucked, and it taught me that I really shouldn't have been climbing up and down on that truck. Now the truck is gone, you know, it was just like a car that my dad got for working at a certain company that he worked at, and we don't have the truck anymore. When we did have it, it was always a lot of fun, and even after I had fallen and split my lip, I still had a lot of fun on the truck. We still drove it around the neighborhood, things like that. We would hook up like the boat and things, we would put our bags in the back, you know, anything that we needed to transport we could put in there, and it was a nice truck. I remember driving it around and just enjoying it. But I figured I would go ahead and show you guys this story today, because in my Q&A I did have somebody that asked me if I had ever broken a bone, and as you guys will learn eventually in the Q&A, no, I haven't, but this was like the most dramatic injury that I had had that I can remember and fully describe the pain and things that I was in. But anyways guys, I'll see you later with another video. If you did enjoy, make sure that you drop a like, leave a comment, and if you're new, subscribe to my channel. Turn on my post notifications, follow all my social medias down below. And with all that being said, I'll catch you guys later with another video, and peace out.
What makes me happy fills me up with